Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. There's another paid request, this time for Lucas, and another commentary for another 2003 Ninja Turtle episode. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of commentaries, reviews, topics, reactions, re-reviews, randomness, out of the blueness, getting news, topic, anything, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box under the video. And again, I was thinking of putting a video with this, but knowing Nickelodeon, as in not trusting them, even though they do nothing with this show, I mean nothing with this show, and the show is uploaded on YouTube, but there have been times where a trailer of a film's uploaded, but if another person uploads the trailer, it gets blocked. YouTube's inconsistent, Nickelodeon I don't trust, so it's just me and my own little face. So I'm watching The Shredder Strikes Part 2. And for those who watch it or have it on YouTube and another window, whatever, to sync up, 3, 2, 1, pressing play. And because we did a recap of the previous episode and what happened, because remember back in the day, this was, every week or so it would come out. So pretty much recapping, they fought the Foot Clan, they fought Hun, and now they don't face off against the Shredder. Which of course, you can already guess in their first fight they don't get their asses kicked, because it just, that's how it goes. They're not fucking Rey from Star Wars where, hey, there's Adam Driver, and then she kicks his ass immediately, and now there's nowhere else to go. Which is true, there was nowhere else to go at The Force Awakens. She already beat Adam Driver, Kylo Ren from the get-go. Again, not a fan of the theme song. I love the show. It's my favorite cartoon. Just not a fan of this music. But that was always one of the 100 funny things about The Force Awakens. Like, here's your big bad guy, Kylo Ren. He just got his ass kicked in the first movie by Rey. Oh, he was injured. He still got his ass kicked, pal. At least in the original Star Wars, Darth Vader is like sneak shot by Han Solo. Not a one-on-one fight. And this is the thing, if pie in the sky to do Ninja Turtle movies, I think doing Shredder from the get-go would be the mistake. I would think you would have to build up to him because he's known as the primary villain. But there are other villains as well. They do have other bad guys. But he's definitely the Darth Vader of the Turtles universe. Get nice lighting with the lightning flashes reflecting on the skin. Definitely give credit to the animators. I mean, even the 5th season, the animation wasn't bad. I like the fast forward when they're in the future. I like those stories, but it's much more of a fun, less dark, less serious. The animations step down or two. That is true, but I still enjoy them because I enjoy the characters and the stories. I've grown to really enjoy the character, but the animation definitely was not on point in the last 2 or 3 seasons. Compared to this stuff, I think you got the rain reacting to the turtles, you got the nice angles, Shredder being a cheap shot, backstabber. But I like that even Leonardo hits him. So it's not just like one gets, how you put it, see, moments like that I really enjoy. Like Raph going, watch your back, and then Donnie goes, isn't that what you're for? See, little moments like that make you go, okay, yes, Raphael is essential to the team. That's kind of one of his primary reasons for being there as a protector. There's a lot of moments where he'll protect the others. And you give them a reason, you give them purpose. Each of the turtles have their purpose and their moments to shine, which I appreciate. But I'm a guy that's a very heavy critique on the Turtles because I love the characters so much and I think you do so much of it, and now they're just up shit creek without paddle. But that's like every franchise. Every franchise up shit creek. And like, you definitely get the idea of Splinter as the caring father in this. Like, Splinter in the 2012 cartoons kind of seemed like a dick at times. I did like images of like him going through the fire that give a nice mood to the proceedings. Whole damn roof's caving in. You get the fuck out. The building jumped down and attacked me. I do think the voices were pretty pitch perfect for the Turtles. I would still say my favorite voice cast is the 1991 sequel, Secret of the Ooze, but this is definitely my second favorite voice cast for the Turtles. I mean, I know some people back in the day were talking about how they found Mighty annoying. I disagree. I never found him annoying. I thought he fit with the baby brother persona. But he could still handle himself in a fight, in a battle. I mean, later on, he was in a tournament. He was able to win the tournament. Granted, kind of by a fluke, but then there was a rematch he won by himself. And that's what I mean, it just goes. It's just fairly fast-paced. Like, the whole first 5 minutes... Yeah, I think without the end credits, it's like 20 minutes, and the first 5 minutes just straight-out action scene. I like with Raph, they kept that kind of Brooklyn accent, like in the 1990 movie. Because that's what was inspired by the 1990 film, the way the New Yorker. Is the fucking guy, this fucking Foot Clan fucking around. The fuck they think they're fucking doing this joint, this town. No New Yorker talks like that, but I don't know. I mean, maybe it's Roosters, they feel the same way. I think they're complaining about my act. And like I said, they definitely showcase like some nice angles and keep the pace going. That's the thing that I mean with a lot of these episodes. Like, you have to try to do as much as you can within 20 minutes. And again, they try to do a live action TV show in the late 90s with the Next Mutation. But it's very much Power Rangers-like. The sound effects, the way that the humor was. I mean, some of the guys who worked on Power Rangers worked on it. The same company, Saban. I just like Donatello's deadpan at times. She's like, what else you gonna do? Now throw the kid out the window. You full of shit, kid. No more McDonald's for you. Kid's full of shit. Shut up, fucking Roosters. I mean, you tell by the hands who they are, so I mean, there's only one person who has hands like that. It's gonna be Splinter. But yeah, definitely. So Neighbors Roosters, I always lose track of my momentum of talking because of stupid things. Get a little bit of build up of this character, which will be an ally. See, I mean, the thing with this show I didn't mention is that they were trying to at least, as much as they could, adapt the original comic books. Which was nice. See, and this is what I mean by Raphael, is that he has a good heart to him. And this is pretty much like the meanest joke Mikey ever played. See, and you wonder why Raph gets pissed. I mean, Mikey just pretty much pretended he was dying just to piss Raph off. I mean, that's probably the meanest joke Mikey's ever played. Ready for Raph to knock him the fuck out after that. Of course, Splinter, I mean, he's a master, but he's still a dad, and it's a dad trying to deal with new technology. He's kind of like, remember Ozzy Osbourne on the Osbournes? Didn't know how to work the TV. What's the space say shit? Jack, I can't get the fucking computer, the TV to work. Jack. So again, at least they give a little bit of something for Splinter. So he's not just a bland character. And you still get the moments for the Turtles to kick ass. I just get more and more pissed off by his voice, you could tell. You take this shit. I ain't dealing with this crap anymore. Give Splinter a moment to shine. And that would always be like a tough thing to try to deal with in 20 minutes, is that you have four main characters. You hopefully want to have each four have their moments to shine, but that's very hard to do within 20 minutes. Within a movie, it's much more easier. And yet there's some movies they still don't do that. But as in like the Turtles today, they're just but like every franchise is in the dumps today, let's be honest. For the most part, Star Wars, although I did like The Mandalorian, Star Trek, Terminator, Alien, Predator. What franchise isn't in the dumpster? Even Rambo, I love Rambo, but Rambo 5 was lame. And then Stallone wants to do Rambo 6? Please no. Indiana Jones, you have a fifth one. unneeded. Harrison Ford's like 80 years old, and you want to inflict time travel and either kill off, you whatever. There'll be a female Indiana Jones. Yeah, we have that. It's called Lara Croft Tomb Raider. Just it never fucking ends with this shit. Yeah, their battle shell. Which I think you have to have a van. Yeah, it's high tech enough to be able to do certain things, you know, for fun, for a cartoon. Also, yes, to help sell toys. But this show, I did feel like it was trying, at least the first 4 seasons, was trying to tell a show first and foremost. And sell toys was secondary. I really did feel that way. I still do feel that way about the show. And that wouldn't be the first Arnold reference in the Turtles. I still remember in Secret of the Ooze when Mighty's like, well, is Schwarzenegger hard to spell? And he was like, what? Pretty much Mighty going, oh, it's going to be a piece of cake. Like, okay, that bit here, like, okay, the animators, okay, you don't have these newspaper float by. You know, just a little thing there. Because why not? You know, it's a little thing there, and... like, that's some nice posing. Kind of the calm before the storm. Trying to relax until the shit hits the fan. Again, that's another thing I do like when they do, is when they change the aspect ratio. Like, there'll be times they'll change it to looking like widescreen, or again, they do split screens. Like, there was a lot of effort put into the show when you look at each of these episodes. There's effort into the animation, to the style, the create a this is definitely much more of an action show. Like, I would say the 80s cartoon is more comedy, and this is more action. And for my preference of the Turtles, I would say more action. There's still humor, there's still comedy, but it's much more of an action-driven show. And then each of them get their moments to shine. And the Foot Clan's kind of like Star Wars version of Stormtroopers. Mighty definitely has a Chan sensibility. There you go. There you go. Then another little showcase of Raph showing that he's a protector. Kicked his Shredder from behind to help Donnie out. Well, I say you get a lot of action packed into 20 minutes of this episode. The beginning and this finale. Backseat driving, now backseat fighting. Yeah, there you go. What's another thing like to showcase these father sentiment? Again, it's one of those things, though, you can't have them beat up Shredder right away, because he's going to be a consistent guy. You have to build up to it. But then they give him the satisfaction of being something up with the Foot Clan. Which is the thing, if you planned it out right with a series of movies, you could do that rather well, where you lead a series of movies, you ended with the four of them taking down the Shredder, and one of them getting the kill shot. Of course, Splinter using his wits. Of course, you already know he's not going to be taken out already, but at least for a little while. Of course, with the armor and all that stuff, he'll still be alive. But again, you have to have him for later, and but I like that at least within the show, there is an end to the Shredder. I guess technically even in that movie Turtles Forever, he escapes, but then he gets taken out by the end. I'd say at least with that movie, it felt like a definitive end to the show. Not every show gets to do that. Yeah, at least there you go, a little tease. We all know it's not going to be the end of it. Now, voice director Susan Blue, I think Susan Blue is the same woman from the Transformers as RC, I believe, who voiced. I could be wrong, but I think that's Susan Blue, who's the voice director in this. But yeah, good two-parter. The Shredder Strikes is a nice introduction to the Shredder. You get some good action sequences. The Turtles get their moments to shine, as does Splinter. You can't kill Shredder off from the get-go, because, you know, it's like Darth Vader, or whatever. If it'll go on for 2, 3 years, 4 years, he's going to be around somehow, some way. But there was a point within the show that they did stop him, and then that way you could let other villains, like Agent Bishop and other villains. It wasn't just the Shredder show, is what I'm getting at. Because some may fall into that trap of just being the Shredder show, and that wasn't the case in this, which I thought was the right decision. Because, like I said, there's other villains than the Shredder. Shredder's the most prominent, but there are other villains. And in each of the characters, you get their good moments. Raphael, like my favorite character, he gets moments to kick ass. Knocking the two Foot Clan heads together, or kicking some Foot Clan ass while Splinter's trying to start the truck up, or, you know, being a protector of Donnie and Leo. It's little moments that you add in there that build up and go, okay, yes, this character, all these characters are worthwhile. And they're mostly consistent on that, which I appreciate. I do appreciate that, so. Overall, another good episode. Thanks for watching, take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.